the energy both sides have expended. Both teams still hungry for the win.
Here's Rivers after Pau Gasol's bucket. Here's Pierce. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic. Well, Paul Pierce hinted that he could hang him up soon. He had that amazing run. Has nothing left to prove in the NBA. And I would say, of all the players in last year's playoffs, had some of the most dramatic individual shots we have seen from one guy in a long time.
He did, and you forget he's done that really over the course of his entire career. Just kind of funny to see him doing it in a Wizards jersey, but you talked about it. He's going to go down as one of the all-time greats, no doubt about it. So many big moments over the course of his career, and also for all the kids out there, the best maybe footwork we have in our game. If you want to improve as a player, watch Paul Pierce's footwork.
It's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Mirotic.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
DeAndre Jordan's checked in for the Clippers. Paul comes in for Wesley Johnson. And Chicago also making a switch. Rose is checked in. Now here's Crawford, following the miss by Derrick Rose. Crawford kicks to Paul. Dishes to Jordan. And it's Dunleavy with the rebound.
Well, the competitive nature was on display early in the career of Pierce. I mean, he has willed his teams to win his entire career and is baffled by anybody who doesn't want to win as bad as he does.
Jay's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And the Bulls making a change also. Taj Gibson's checked in for Mirotic.
And that competitive nature that you talked about with Pierce, that's really what sets him apart. He had so many great clutch moments in the postseason. Easily one of the most clutch players in recent memory.
Here's Navarro. Shot scores. Jay's got 38 points.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 9th assist in the game now.
That gives him his second 3 of the half with 3 total for the game.
Now here's Paul. And there's the pass to Navarro. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jay's got 16 points here in the second half.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
And it's Rose penetrating, and that one's good. Rose has got the lead up to 2 now for the Bulls.
And really smart to draw his man out to the perimeter. He's giving up too much size to be effective inside.
Showed nice basketball IQ. I agree, Greg. I mean, if he finds a spot on the perimeter and doesn't force it, I think his outside shot will be hard to block no matter who's defending it.
At the elbow, it's Gasol. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Dunleavy's got 5 points in the quarter.
Loose D here. Critical stretch. I mean, you're better off sending him to the free throw lines than to have him get that good a look. And the deeper we get into this game, it seems like the more the offenses are in rhythm.
Without question. I mean, both of these teams are firing on full broadband bandwidth. I mean, full throttle ahead.
And Gasol gets it to go.
The lead changes hands once more. There has been no separation between these two teams.
You know, it's made for one heck of an entertaining game. Even when it hasn't been the best basketball being played, it sure has been fun to watch.
Here's Navarro. Soft touch off the glass. Jay's got 18 points just in the second half.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
The Clippers in the lead. Stolen by Rose. Down low. Then Gasol with the dunk. And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Yeah, and actually still too close to call. I mean, this one is tight.
instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
Here's Navarro, and Gibson sends it back. Here's Dunleavy. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got his assist totals piling up, 11 now for him. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Bulls.
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Here's Butler, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot, he'll shoot two.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Butler. He's got 21 points and 1 steal as well.
Chicago making a switch here. Noah's checked in. And so Butler nails both of them. Not to the surprise of anyone, really, but the Clippers last year were strong at home once again. They managed to go 30-11 at Staples Center.
And Kevin, that makes 3 straight seasons for the Clippers of 30 or more wins at home.
The Bulls leading by 7. Allen against Rose. Outside Butler. 5 to shoot. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. From deep three-point range, shot is off. Good work defensively by Paul.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see. And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Rose with the ball. Chris Paul covering. Noah. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
Ah, that's bringing it down hard, Clark.
Yes,
Bringing it down hard,
yes,
my brother.
Yes,
Symbolic there as well of the effort here tonight.
Rose kicks to Dunleavy. The kick out to Rose. And the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean, he was impossible to outcompete at the high school level, the college level, and now in the pros.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Kevin, Doc Rivers was just addressing the plan with his team. He was not happy with their play to this point, telling them we're getting out hustled, plain and simple. There's still time, but we've got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
And, you know, back to D. Rose for a moment. He drives the lane now as hard as he did before the injuries. It's a level of fearlessness that only a few guys possess. And it's not teachable. You either have it or you don't.
Here's Rose after the Clippers pick up 2. He dishes it to Dunleavy. Gasol a screen. Now Dunleavy outside Gasol. Here's Noah. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. That 7 points for Joakim Noah.
And, you know, back to D. Rose, he grew up in a brutally dangerous neighborhood on Chicago's South Side. Some of that fearlessness, that competitiveness he exhibits was learned early on out of necessity.
And he jams it with authority. Now, Clark, that is just ridiculous.
Absolutely filthy. I don't
come
remember
on.
ever seeing a dunk like that in the game. I certainly can't remember the last time I saw
I tell
one.
you what, fellas, you might not see another one like that one for a while.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. It's stolen by Dunleavy. .158 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Kicks to Rose. Shot clock at 6. Rose double teamed. Here's Gasol. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Gasol's got the lead up to 9 now for Chicago. Here's Jordan, and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Joakim Noah.
It's been a good night for Jordan. 11 rebounds, and what a tear he's been rejecting shot after shot.
Clark, he has owned the paint.
And so Jordan nails both of them. There's a minute 34 left in the fourth quarter. Rose goes in. Rose can't get that one to fall. The Clippers shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. The Bulls leading by 7. Gasol a screen. He drops the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first. That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 9. And both free throws good for Dunleavy. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
.103 left in the fourth quarter, and it's Rose missing. The Clippers shooting it well here in the fourth quarter, 50%. From the arc, Allen, that's good.
He's one of the few guys you don't mind seeing take the 3 in transition.
Chicago's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. Gasol drives in, and finished off by Noah.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
And Chicago has possession. Clippers able to drain the 3. Butler. And stolen by Jordan.
Well, it's urgent time right now. This is when they got to come up big.
Yeah, you got to get points here. I mean, there's no way you can get around it. You've got to be able to get baskets here in a short period of time. You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
That was a critical trip to the stripe. They have a 2-possession lead now.
3 from the inbound. It's in! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management crucial at this time of the game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Here's Navarro. Yes! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional from deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
6 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and an intentional foul there stops the clock. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 3-point game.
That last free throw was critical. Their only choice now is to go for the 3 to tie.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're down by 3. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, what do you think?
With this much time remaining, they should be able to get themselves a decent shot at the basket. Still, a contested 3 is never...
Got it! Oh, got it! What a shot!
one for the highlight reel. They needed a 3 to extend the game.